You've heard the term holistic in healthcare, but a lot of times it's without a clear example of exactly what that means. Well, in my world of spine health and managing and treating back pain, there was a really great article. It was a study that was done that tried to look at the spine holistically. So instead of we're going to treat neck pain with neck exercises or back pain with back exercises, they looked at the spine as a system and they studied sciatica, low back pain, and they looked at the effects and the benefits of possibly working with something further up the system of your spine and looking at neck posture and neck alignment. So what they did with this study was they had two groups of people. So one of the groups, they all had the same thing. They all had the exact same issue, the same type of low back pain and sciatica, and they were usually chronic or reoccurring issues that these people had. With the first group, they did a lot of your traditional stretches, rehabilitation, core stability types of things, but really focusing in on the things that are traditionally done in the low back, in this pelvis region. The other group, they did the exact same protocol. It was for 10 weeks, but the one thing they added was additionally working with correcting, getting them more upright through their mid-back and correcting the neck posture. And they wanted to see if it made a difference or not to treat somebody holistically. Now, here's the really interesting thing, was that at the end of it, the 10-week later, so they treated them both for 10 weeks. At the end of the 10 weeks, it seemed like they both did relatively well. They both kind of had the same improvements. There wasn't a dramatic increase in improvements with a group of people that had the neck posture exercises, but they continued to monitor these people, and this is the really important part, because back pain is usually reoccurring. Sciatica can be reoccurring. Once you have that injury, and if you've had back pain or sciatica for a while, you know that it kind of comes and goes. It's intermittent. It flared up on me again. So they continued to monitor the progress of both groups over a 2-year period, taking note of when they had reoccurrences, how severe those reoccurrences were, all of these different things. And at the end of 2 years, they published everything, and they said there was a significant statistical difference in which the group of people that they treated more holistically, meaning they did the neck posture exercises and helped them correct neck posture, they had less frequency, less reoccurrences of their sciatica and their low back pain. So I think that's a great example of looking at things holistically and how being more holistic can be better. But what's most interesting to me about this study, and I think what is most relevant to talk to people about that are maybe going through some rehabilitation right now that are managing musculoskeletal injuries, is the time frames that you saw there. And I say this because I work with a lot of people. Sometimes it is like after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's like, I think, I don't necessarily feel better yet, or it's taking too long. And we just live in a culture and in a society where we want quick fixes for things, but sometimes things take a little bit of time. And in this case, it was a slow and steady progression of over the course of 2 years, they noticed this statistical difference. So what I want to do is make another video, and I'm going to make it right now, so you can click above somewhere up here. There's going to be a little flash, and I'm going to go over some neck posture exercises. And the exercises are going to be for people who are a little bit more in that forward head posture. Now, some people have the opposite, more of a military neck posture, where these exercises won't be as relevant. But if you want to watch those exercises, go ahead and click above there, and let me show you those exercises.